the region of Victoria, almost on the border of New South Wales, but this is the southeastern part of Australia. And Rutherglen, as you can see, is in the inland part, northeast of the town of Victoria. And this is called the Great Dividing Range. So this series of mountains is kind of like the Alps. They're very high elevation mountains. And this region, Rutherglen, is very far inland, so it has a very severe continental climate, meaning really hot summers. And the warm days, though, are moderated by the cool air that flows down from those mountains at night. And that allows for nice, long growing season. They grow this grape. They use a grape called Muscat, a Petit Grand Rouge. So it's the same as the white grape, but it's, again, one of the variations. And if you pick up this glass, you see a little bit of reddish color in that? I kind of do. So this is made from a red variation of the Muscat, a Petit Grand grape. And what they do is they leave the grapes out there. They do something which very few other late harvest or sweet wine producers do, is they pick some grapes when they're not dried. So they keep grapes that are fermented normally and produce, maybe 12, 13, 14% alcohol. But those grapes are going to add a lot of freshness. And then they pick grapes that have shriveled up on the vine that are dried, and they're going to give that raisiny and slight pruny character. And then they blend those two together. And what that does is it creates a wine that has that dried fruit, but also at the same time freshness. And I don't know if you can smell, you can smell dried fruit and you can smell fresh fruit. And that's exactly what these wines are. They have the beauty of both. But they fortify it kind of like the Muscat Bones Venise. They ferment shortly and then they fortify it and then they age them. And they age them very much like the sherry wines, what we call a Solera system. So these are aged in ambient temperature and out in the middle of a lodge out in the middle of the winery's vineyard, not temperature controlled. So the heat, the air, the temperature that goes up and down is going to oxidize the wine, which is why it turns this kind of mahogany color.